Hello, everyone, and welcome to Veterans Den. I'd like to thank you for taking time to watch this intro. During this intro, I'm going to kind of go over on why Veterans Den and my plans for the group, and a little bit of my story and how this all came to be. So I served 6 years active duty Air Force, and had some deployments under my belt. And there's things that have happened, while I was in the service, that I've had fellow veterans, kind of talk to me about disability and compensation, and for the longest time I was always like, no, and I'm physically capable. I have all my limbs, all that, and everything, and but there's so much more to than that. There is compensation for so many different symptoms and things that we as veterans have been through, and I hope to really help spread the word, and not even just on me. Anybody in this group, I'd love for y'all to share your stories, kind of express how things have come to be, and by all means, no pressure. You can leave things anonymously, but I'm going to primarily be focusing on disability and compensation benefits that the VA offers. I myself am a veteran, so I understand the frustrations that can lead up to trying to apply and going through the process, getting denied, and just lack of information that you stumble across. No true guidance out there, right? It's frustrating. I get it. Aside from disability and compensation, I'll post other things. Maybe VA home rates. If they drop, or discounts at certain stores, or just whatever VA news. If there's updates on PACT Act, or pretty much anything that I feel that could benefit the veterans. And by all means, anybody who's a veteran out there, if you have any useful benefit information, please hey, share with the group. We all gotta work together. Like I said, for the longest time, I never really tried to apply for any type of disability and compensation. Just kind of just dealt with things, and I looked at it to where, hey, I'm physically capable to go out and do these things and work and hold a job and everything. So why, why to do that? But, the more that I educated myself and I talked to other veterans and stuff, I realized that, and some of these things that I deal with on a day-to-day basis, they relate to my military service, and, hey, that compensation, it leads, it connects, right? And, there's assistance through the VA with a lot of these things, whether you choose to do it, that's on you, but it can be a very frustrating process, but, it can be very beneficial too at the same time. When I first started talking to people about my disabilities and compensation, path, everybody was talking about, hey, try a VSO, it's a free service, and so I looked around and found one, and I've heard positive things and I've heard negative things. Unfortunately, my experience with my VSO was, it wasn't the best, and it was frustrating, but it motivated me. It motivated me to educate myself, do a lot of reading, research, and just, find the best, the best methods to, to take, and how to prepare, and, how to really connect everything. And it's just, I'll go more into those later on, in other videos and stuff, but I'm just kind of giving you all a bit of story of mine. But I understand how frustrating it can be. I know there's all different types of veterans. There's veterans out there who have no idea that they qualify for any, benefits and compensation. There's veterans out there who've tried and they've been denied, and they're frustrated and like, what, hey, I'm not going to do it. I get it. It's a very frustrating process. There's people who are still swinging, still trying to get, they're frustrated, but they're still trying to go. And there's people out there who've maxed out their benefits, and that's great. And for people in those situations, please, post in the group, tell us your story, let us know, on what worked for you or what didn't work for you. Maybe it'll be beneficial to somebody else, and like I said, we gotta work together and help each other out. My goal is to reach everybody. I want to be able to help as many people as possible, and I'll look at us as a whole. Let's all help each other out as much as we can. My goal is to post different videos. I'd like to post, 1 to 2 a week I'm going to start with the top 50 veteran disabilities, out there that are rated, the top 50. And I'll do videos on those, and I'll explain, what the one disability is, and, the different percentages that, the VA pays for that. And then, kind of what the symptoms are to get the 10%, 30, 50, and so on and so on. Right. And, I know there's some reading material out there, some can be hard, some can be harder to find than others, but I'm going to do some more research and try to gather all that information for all these videos and put it all in, in one video. And I'd like to use it, kind of turn it into like a central hub to where, somebody can come to this group or, our page and just, type in what their disability is, and it pops up, and they can watch that video. And some people like to hear and see, at the same time versus just reading, and if it helps you out, great. As I'm going through these, these top 50, if there's a video out there that you want me to create, by all means, let me know. And, I'll do my best to put it out there for you. Eventually down the road, once our group gets bigger, I will hold webinars, and I'll kind of go over the process, that I started for myself, how I went about applying. I'll do the start to finish, kind of explaining the best way that I felt it was to prepare, and connect all the dots and everything for the claim. I'll kind of go in that a little more detail. And hey, hopefully we can help people out, and get there. So my next video is going to be on kind of explaining the rates, the percentage rates for the disability and the compensation that the VA pays for. I did post a disability compensation calculator in the group. It's a very beneficial tool that I use all the time. It'll show you, at whatever percentage, if you have kids and, married and so on and so on, this is what you could expect if you, got approved, for that specific claim at whatever percent it was. It's a great tool. Really helps out. But I'm looking forward to growing this group, and I'm looking forward to, getting to know y'all, and hey, hopefully, like I said, we can all get to where we're trying to be. And by all means, I understand that, sometimes it's tough out there. I've dealt with some issues that, and it stinks, it really does. But we got to be there for each other. If y'all having a bad day, you need to talk, reach out to the group. Let's be there, for each other. So anyways, thank you for watching Veterans Den intro, and I'm looking forward to getting to know all y'all better.